Hey guys, how's it going? This is HelpfulLockPicker here, and welcome back to this week's Locksport update. I am doing a little bit of a different format today. What I'm going to be doing is a live format, partially because I have been quite busy at work this week, and I've had a lot of schoolwork going on, and I'm not able to get a video going this week. Just want to say, hey Joseph Slate, thanks for stopping in, and it's really great to see everyone popping in. I am very happy to try out the live stream format, which I have done a little while ago, and I found it to be pretty fun. I'd like to get a setup that's better than me just setting up my cell phone, but for right now, this is pretty good. So what I want to do today is just see what everyone has to share in the comments section as I just work on picking open some pretty standard locks, and I'll share some of the cool things that I am excited about. So what I have today is I'm just going to pick open some random quick set locks I have with some security pins added to them. And I'll see what everyone's saying in the comment section. So I just have this S. Parker lock here. See what we can do. Rusty J02, I know that you missed the intro. I know that that's your favorite part of every video that I make. And I am so sorry to let you down today. But I'm going to just see, does anyone have anything interesting that they would like to share this week for everyone to see? Let's see. So I'll just do a little bit of live picking, why not, you know? Let's see, 1, 2, we'll click on 3, 4, 5. Today is quite hot, and we're just starting to have a thunderstorm. It's probably about 85 degrees up in my area where I film because I didn't have a chance to really get the air conditioner on beforehand. So it's quite warm, and I'll be completely honest, this is quite an awkward angle to be picking at because I am standing up because my phone crops in so much for me to make a video. And it's just really interesting to not be able to see it, so I'm just kind of positioning myself right now. So that's making this interesting. I think I just got a false set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But does that? I can't. There we go. Can't really see how to see all the comments as we go. I'm gonna click the screen here. Let's see if there's a way to bring up all of the comments. Alright, so live chat here. Alright, so I see William Mantill still trying to pick open a Ruco 500 cylinder. That lock Mania sent him. It's a tough lock. I'll get it eventually. Very cool. What I'm working on now, which you guys may have seen in one of my more recent videos, and I do want to do more justice to it, is this bullet that I got from lockfall.com. It is going to be something really fun to start to learn. Joseph Slate says, I tried lockpicking a few times recently. What's it say? I gotta get back to it. I've tried lockpicking a few times recently. I didn't have the proper tools and it seems impossible. Well, Joseph Slate, what I recommend is you go through my lockpicking homeschool series and just go through the beginning. There is a lot of great information on there, and just this community is really a great help in general. Everyone wants to see everyone succeed, and it's a lot of fun getting involved. What I'm starting to do is whenever you start lockpicking, you get into a, you can start at the beginning, then you'll start to grow up towards, say, more of an expert level. But when you start to learn something new, whether it be disc detainer locks, lever locks, slider locks, any of the locks that are different, you have to go back to a very much of a beginner level. And right now, I am just a true novice at disc detainer locks, and I'm so excited to get better at them. I feel like this is a really good time for people to start getting at them, because you can see that Lockpicking Lawyer made his announcement about there's going to be a Sparrows tool available eventually. They're just getting into the very, very prototype stages. But that is really exciting to see that you can get a Lockfall tool. You'll be able to get one from Sparrows eventually. And then Huxley Pig still makes them as well. So I have this one that I got in from lockfall.com. And then I also have one coming from Huxley Pig. My plan is to figure out how to open up this clear lock, and then I'm going to move on to a more well-known brand. I'll probably do one of the kryptonite locks, which is highly recommended. But let's see what we're getting in the comment section here. So the live chat. All right. Let's see. Buy Peterson picks. Anything else is junk. I personally do enjoy Peterson picks, but I have been a little disappointed, as you'll see in a future video in an unboxing. Look at this Peterson gem that I got. That is their spring steel. I don't know if you can see it with this camera or the lighting, but it is just the most jagged edge I've ever seen. The finishing is quite bad. A lot of the Peterson picks recently have not been what they have been in the past, and I really hope that this is just a flaw, but I am really kind of disappointed with this one. But Peterson picks are my go-to. I've been using them for a long time. And this is actually the first pick I ever bought, and I've been using it for a long time. This is the Hook 1 Reach, and I enjoy it a lot. And looking through the most recent comments, we got, let's see, someone was asking, where can you buy these? Glenn, if you're referring to this is a silver bullet disc detainer pick. It was originally designed by Huxley Pig, and it is licensed out, and lockfall.com does make them. He's still working on getting his manufacturing process completely squared away, but these are really great technology. There's a lot of good thought and research and development that went into these, but they are expensive because these are just very hard to produce. Just being able to get this very fine picking element to make it strong enough and small enough to fit in a profile of a lock, this is something that is really tough to do, and it has taken Huxley Pig years. He's been working on disc detainer locks for many years, and he is probably one of the best at them. This is a really cool design because what it does is it tensions in the rear, so you're able to get a wider variety of locks open, and then you can pick the discs individually. And yes, this lock either came from like banggood.com or Amazon. I think that it's a pretty fun one. I also bought a cutaway disc detainer lock that I will work on at some point. All right, so does anyone have anything that they would like to share this week at all? I'm going to try to look through the comment section, but moving forward, I have this. And then what I'm also looking to hopefully do, as you saw in one of my more recent videos, when I was talking about why locksmiths often cut open locks, what I'm thinking about doing very soon is I'm going to try to figure out a way to try to give some of these locks away to someone that wants to learn to pick them. I'm not going to do it in this video by any means, but I'm wondering if anyone would like to share in the comments what would they like to do to see for a giveaway for some of these locks if anyone wants to learn them. This lock has a, relatively difficult enough keyway for someone that's first getting started, and I think that would be a pretty cool lock for someone to start to learn on. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. Colton Busby, trying to follow all of the comments. I'm not sure if your comments directed at me directly, which probably is. I am not a locksmith. I do lock sport for fun. I enjoy running my channel. I actually work as a nurse in an ER as my current job, and I have a lot of enjoyment in that, and it's very different than doing this, but there are a lot of skills that apply when you're trying to do some critical thinking, solve problems, and just be very hands-on. Picking a lock, you need to have some fine motor control, and the same thing is with, say, inserting an IV or doing anything more invasive like that. But all in all, I just thought that this would be a pretty fun little video to do. I do need to work on going forward, a more definitive format involved with a live stream. I want to get a better setup going, but I hope everyone has enjoyed seeing this one so far. Ronin International hopes to get more Ruko videos going. That would be really cool. And I know one person that always enjoys a good Ruko video is Lockmania. He's really into those, and that'd be a pretty cool thing to see. I saw a video either this morning or yesterday where the board lockpicker shared all of his leashy tools, which I thought was pretty cool. He has so many of them, and these things have really helped him be able to really get his locksmithing business to be just so much more convenient. Just being able to decode a lock, like a Schlage lock, not have to take it apart. It's just an incredible thing to be able to do. Um, let's see what else we got here. And another thing that I am personally waiting on is this is the everyday carry case that I've been using pretty much since day one. This came with one of those $10 cheap generic sets. And it's been holding this test of time. It's been standing the test of time. A lot of the picks have been poking through a little bit here, as you can tell that the fake leather is starting to get worn, but it is a pretty cool case for, how much it costs. And I'm so excited to get my handmade leather case from Beginner Lockpicking Diaries. I cannot wait to share that with everyone. I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing. And one other thing I can share while I have a different camera setup for a change is I know I have shared a couple times, part of my setup for when I film, but generally speaking, this is the camera that I use. I have the Canon 80D, which is a crop sensor lens, and it is a 1080p camera, can shoot up to 60 frames per second. In video, I usually shoot at 24 frames per second. On the camera itself, I have the Sigma 18-35 f1.8 lens. The bigger aperture is really great for photography, but I'm not really looking to get a blurred out background in my videos because most of it is more macro shots. So I usually shoot in an aperture about f11. And then on the bottom of the camera, I have a battery grip. So I have two batteries, so this battery lasts forever. It has a mic input, which is very helpful because you can see, let's see, right over, oh, hold on, this is my whole setup here, but you can see like right over there, I have my Rode video mic. I got a couple lights and stuff like that, and that plugs right in. And then I have a headphone jack if you want to review the footage, and a little LED light panel right on the top of the camera so you can get rid of some of the shadows and light up some of the small crevices in the locks. But all I have to say is, this is all that I really have for you today, guys. This has been a fun little just live stream video. And so Cisco says, what are the blue gels for? Essentially, those were my initial plan was to use that as a kind of like cast out some of the orange light from my previous light bulbs, but those are more or less just to keep the glare out of my eyes right now. Going through here, let's see. Hey Alpha Centauri. I don't know, this is kind of hard to see through everything. Sparrows has a nice for $12.50. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing. But either way, guys, if anyone doesn't have anything in particular that they would like to share, that is really all that I have for today. I don't have too much of a definitive plan for this video, but I just thought it'd be nice to get something together. I did not have a lot of time this week to film something because I've been working about this week, what is it, 6 10-hour shifts in a week in a row. William Ansel, thanks for sharing that you enjoyed the setup. It is a pretty cool setup, and I'm very happy to have it. And I've just been adding to it little by little at a time. This is not something that is necessary. One of my favorite things is you can see that there are a lot of channels that make really great content with a very basic setup. If you ever want to see a good setup with a very low cost, check out Lock Noob's video that he did on his setup. His setup is essentially an iPad on some sort of stand with a basic light and a very basic microphone. I believe he said he does most of his editing right on the iPad itself. And he's certainly running a very successful channel, and that is a really good indicator that your story, your information, how you present yourself is what really is going to make you successful. You don't need to have the world's most expensive setup. Just try to keep pushing out really good quality content, and everyone will come that will enjoy it. And do not fret on having a very expensive setup. But either way, guys, this is really all that I have for you today. I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by on this live stream. And if you have any questions or suggestions, I will check them out in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. Share in the comment section if you think that live streams are a good idea. And send any suggestions you have for me to get a better format for this. But thank you to everyone that has stopped by today. And I thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope everyone has a really great day. That is all for me, and I hope everyone has a really great rest of their weekend.